Whew, for a minute there, I didn't think it was going to work. It kept saying, no data, no data. But I'm here, so hopefully you guys can see everything and hear me as well. So, I'm so happy you guys can join me for this because it is awesome. It is so much fun. So, I should introduce myself. Hey, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Sue, and I'm from OML Embroidery. And today, we're going to be talking about this awesome tote bag. And I'm really happy with it. I love every part of it, especially the flower with all these colors in it. So right here, I keep looking, my eye is drawn to here. That is orange on the bottom and pink over top, which is really cool. So, and good morning. Ronag, hi Ronag. Elizabeth, good morning. Anne, Isabel from France, yay. Tracy, Karina, I think you'd almost be proud of me for this bag. I did actually sew it together pretty nicely. So yeah. I can see clearly. All right. Judy Quilt and Mr. Quilt. Say hi to Mr. Quilt. Of course. Leah, good morning. Joan, good morning. Patty, good morning from Florida. I hope it's nice there. Lynn, our Lynn is in the house. We always love that for sure. Waving, Shannon is waving. Love this bag. Hi from Ohio. Well, Lorraine, I love it too. And I actually did a second one that I'm going to show you guys in a minute because I love it just as much. And I know that the Pink Sisters will love it. So, and Lynn, I'll give it to you tonight for movie night. And you'll see why in a minute. It's beautiful. So, 3 panels on this bag. So, folded fabric, the midnight flower, and then, of course, the moon. I have it in, it looks really bright in the camera, but it isn't. And folded fabric, that's what we are going to... Oh, Jude! Good morning from Miley and me. Hi, Miley. I hope you're being good. Be a good dog. Folded fabric is what we're going to be talking about today. This one is just stitching. And this one is a combination of the both. So I thought it was kind of cool. And thank you. I absolutely love the flower. I've been working on this midnight stuff, and I think this is my best one yet. I think second best is this one. I think that one's awesome with the water. I love it. I haven't put it up yet. I don't know why. I'm going to put it on a sweatshirt, though. So the bag comes in 5x7. 6x10, and this size is the 8x12. And you can see it makes a wonderful size, like it's big enough. And yes, this is my design. I created it all myself. A little bit of sewing, but it's not bad. If I can do it, y'all can do it, right? I've ordered the bag already. Thank you, Betty. Thank you. Again, my usual deal with you guys. If we make 50 sales, I'm going to throw in some blocks, some quilting blocks. So get everyone to order it. So the quilting blocks will be one piece of quilting for this, which I think will look absolutely spectacular with one, and matching one here. And I was thinking maybe echo quilting around this. I thought that would look cool. So if sales reach 50, then you guys will get 2 free blocks. It'll just be added on. So make it happen. Jennifer says, Sue, these are beautiful. Okay, order. I know. We haven't hit it for the mug rug either. It's close. We need 8 more people. So, yeah. The flower is beautiful. Thank you. wait till you watch it stitch out. It is stunning. So, are you guys ready for the second one? And Lynn and Shannon, this is for you guys. You ready? You ready? There you go. Look at that. Oh, it's so bright it's washed out a little bit. That's kind of funny. So what I did on this one is I just used the folded fabric blocks. And I did the middle one with the quilting on top, which looks fantastic, by the way. And the other two, I didn't use any quilting, and that looks just as good. And then I did the top and the bottom and the bags. It is very pink. Very, very pink. So I thought you'd like this, Lynn. It's just kind of right up your alley. I started off with the fabric, and then I found this. I got this color from Missouri Star, and I was like, wow, look at that. It matches perfectly. So this is what we're going to do today. By the way, it takes for one of these, it takes 11 minutes to stitch. So it's really quite effective, really quite fast. Lots of fun. How often do you guys see I do 2 of them? Not very often. So which one do you guys like better? Do you guys like the Midnight Flower? I know the flower. I'm in love with it too. Or the bright color pinks. And the small one and the large one stitch out perfectly. So there you go. It works awesome. Now, let me show you. I should have had this ready a little bit. This is the fabric. The Midnight Flower. Yeah, all right. Chris Yost. Hi, Chris Yost. I got these when I was in the States. So I got it from Joann's. I think it was Joann's. And it was, they're 10 squares. So I thought, oh, that'll be perfect. And there's the right amount of different ones, right? Everyone's the flower. Love both, but flower's the best. That's awesome. Just completely different, this one from the other one. So yeah, 10 squares, layer cake, whatever. And I kind of rough cut everything and then piled it randomly. So here's the rough cuts that it works. So it's a little bit big, but it still works. So I just hacked up a whole bunch, and it sure made it a whole lot easier to do it. And I just grab one randomly. I don't want to put any 2 beside each other, but I mean, if you do, you do. And they all match perfectly, and you guys can't see, but maybe you'll see when we're stitching. Is the flower a lily? Yes, it is a tiger lily. I used to have a whole bunch in my backyard. Unfortunately, my fence guardians ran it over, but I love lilies. I think they're so beautiful. Use leftover jelly roll pieces. Perfect idea, Joan. That would be perfect for this one, and if it'll fit in anything else. So it's a nice little pack. Sparkly, so it's like glittery. We'll see. And I just pre-cut everything, set this in front of my machine, and just got to work. So it was a lot of fun. So you need 3 squares on one side, 3 squares on the other side, and they're all random. You can even use scraps, by the way. If you wanted to do the flower in the middle, you could do scraps on either side, and I think it would look great. And it's fully lined, by the way. How many times have I knocked these threads over this morning? A lot. Fully lined, nicely done, and I love it. So I'm really happy. Lynn's going to have this one, and I'm going to use the bigger one. So excited to see exquisite threads. It's pretty much all I use nowadays. And I was noticing this morning, let me show you, get the midnight flower out. I was noticing, because I kept knocking these down and I kept putting everything back. This is, let's see, which one is it? Brighton collection. And these are the colors that go with it. And I had them out because I think they're awesome. And if you look, orange, purple, pink, yellow are all in the design. I didn't do it on purpose, but then I was thinking, what would this look like with variegated thread? Maybe even on just on the little one. I'm gonna have to try it. One of the blocks that you guys will get for free is one of the special designs I do that you can use variegated thread, and I think that would be stunning. Stunning. So someone said you could just sell the flower. I suppose I could if that's what you guys want. I don't know what a price point would be for that one. The flower. Sorry, I don't often see something I love this much. Which is awesome. Something about this combination, says Barbara. I know, right? Want flower. All right. Somebody figure out a price point and I can set it all up. I'll just put it in a quilt block in the 3 sizes. You guys can go to town. I think it would look great on a sweatshirt. So I might set that up too. So now we're ready. Let's get, did I just drop another thread? Wow, I did. And I'm going to have to dig that one out later because it's way behind my desk. So let's go over to my machine and we'll take a look at this. So I started 5x7 hoop. I used my Sweet Pea, by the way, my Sweet Pea rulers, which are fantastic. So this is the 5x7 one and it is 7x9. So I pre-cut all of my batting with this ruler. It took like 5 minutes. So, and if you're doing the flower, you can do the background and half for the night one. So it's awesome. So I started off, I'm using cutaway stabilizer, just the no-show mesh that I use. And I cut it down a little bit for the cameras. You guys leave it, you want about at least 1 inch, but preferably 2 inches, so it doesn't move. So anyways, I just do that. You guys don't have to. 7511 needle, and I have gorgeous pink thread, and you can see it a little bit there. So I wanted to see if this camera, because the lighting is different, there we go. Can you see it? Yeah, see, it's not as great, but you can see the colors. You guys will see it all now. So I'm going to grab my pile of scraps and put it right in front of my machine. Now, this one is folded fabric. And Tracy, the Sweet Pea rulers are brilliant, by the way. I use them all the time, every time I hoop. Jennifer, hey, glad you're here. You missed the announcements. I showed the bags and the new bags, so you might want to go back. And the usual deal, if I can sell 50 of them, you guys will get some free blocks, which I think is exciting. So folded fabric. So it's easy to do, it's fun, and it gives it this handmade kind of look because there's no satin stitches covering up the joint. So it looks like you pieced it, but it's so much easier and it always turns out great. So the first step in folded fabric, the first block you do, and this is for every design, you are going to do it in applique. Now the only thing we have to remember on this one is we want to make sure we have a seam allowance at the sides and the top. And the way I try to remember it is on the inside, that's all, you know, batting, that's what we're trimming. But this is applique, we're not folding anything. So make sure it's covered, make sure you have the top and bottom, and there you go. Now this one, I do break my own rules a bit because, I mean, seriously, rules are made to be broken. I do trim this one in place. Now why do I, waha, that was close. Holy cow, that was close. Wow. Just by the hair in my chinny chin chin. I won't have to trim that part. Jeez, man. Wasn't that something? The reason why I do it is because it all gets covered up. So it's a time saver to just do it. If you can get around it, that's fine. I don't want to hit the camera. So you could even leave it if you wanted to, but I wouldn't recommend it because I always find with the next one, which is going to be our folded fabric, this part here always ends up like that and it'll ruin it. So just give it a quick trim, leave your seam allowance, that's fine. That was good applique chicken. So now we're going to start with the first folded fabric. So for each folded fabric block, there's 3 steps to it. Now, when I design them, if you see a red line, and it's always going to be red, that means folded fabric. So that's your cue that we're going to fold fabric. So the first step is just to show you. I know I don't always do the first step, but because the shape is kind of weird, I wanted to make sure you guys can get coverage. So this is the red line here. Now, I'm not going to test it because I know these are all fine because I did 6 blocks of them. So fabric goes right sides together, so pretty side down, and it's going to stitch it down. And it's super easy to do. I love this. Once that stitches out, so that's the second step. Once that stitches out, we're going to take it and we are going to fold it. So folded fabric, right? That's what it is. See, now it does cover it. Now you don't want to pull on it or anything, but I do give it a finger crease. Even if you're going for perfection, you could iron it with those in the hoop kind of ironing pads from Embroidery Garden. They're fantastic. Last step is stitching it down. So it's basically the tack down stitch. But see how beautiful that line is? And it doesn't go up because we don't want any stitches there. So there you go, 3 steps to it. And I'm just going to pull this off here and just hack this out. I don't do this for normal fancy applique where everything shows because, as you can see, I'm not cutting it very well. But it doesn't matter because the next line goes over it. So 3 steps. First step, placement. And in the meantime, I am picking out, can you guys see the sparklies? I guess I could bring it in a little bit more. There we go. Showing the love. All right, guys. Sue may need more caffeine today. I'm actually really tired. I haven't been sleeping well. So what's the next step? Say it all with me. Folded fabric. Red line, red line. Fabric is face down. And because the shape is kind of weird, you might want to test it. I know mine are going to work. So yes, I probably do need more caffeine. Nom nom nom. Nom nom scissors. Yeah, I guess you get to see them. Nom 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 nom. Isn't that cute? Haha. Susan Williams. Hey, OML gang and Sue. Hello. Hello, hello. So once this line has stitched out, but you see how fast it goes? I really did have so much fun doing them. This is what I did yesterday, is put that bag together. So isn't that pretty? So all the colors, because it's a layer cake, all the colors go, and I love it. I love it. So finger press, hold it down a little bit, and then it's gonna do the tack down. Well, I get a little nervous. Well, that one wasn't too bad, I'm gonna say. Not too bad at all. Not too bad. So we got to do a little trim. And again, just break my own rules for folded fabric. I could do this all day. Hey, wait a minute. I did yesterday. And it was fun, let me tell you. Fun. All right, so hacking it a little bit doesn't matter because the next one is going to go over top. So let me pick the fabric that I want. I have 2.5 more blocks left. Instead of duckbill scissors, they look like turtle scissors. It's kind of funny. I know. So see right here what happened? Can you guys see it? I didn't cut it very well. And it's kind of up a little bit there. So that's why you do need to trim it. You don't have to do a great job, but you do have to trim it. It just, the fabric gets caught up and it gets folded so you see the bottom part. Okay, so the next fabric, same thing. So step 1, step 2. And see how handy it is to have everything like pre-cut? I absolutely love it. I'm gonna angle this though. There we go. So this is a nice bright flower one. And I like it. And I love the bees too. I know. I wish it was years ago when I picked this up out of Joann's. It's when I went to Anita Good Design. And I was a little overwhelmed in the store, but it's pretty incredible. It's like Michael's meets Len's Mills. So there we go. Isn't that beautiful? So same bees and same flowers. It just has a blue background. So I love it. So a layer cake will go a long way for this size because I could do 3 blocks with 1 10-inch square. So blocks, I mean this folded fabric block. So it could go a long way, and then you can mix and match the colors. This one only had a few different fabrics, but a regular one, you know, you could really have fun with it. Depending on the size too, by the way. So get shopping, guys. Get shopping, because I really want to give you guys the extra designs, because I think they're gonna look amazing. Absolutely amazing. So this one, I like to put it near the bees and butterflies, but look, it's, can you guys see the sparkle a little bit if I turn it? Yes, you can. So anything that has gold on it on this one is sparkly. Now this one is a bit bigger, this piece. It was just the extra that I cut off. Not gonna waste it at all, so I'm gonna use it. Just have to do a little extra trimming. So placement, so you know that, you know, you can test it and make sure your fabric's gonna fit. The line, the red line, and fold it. So the gold, sparkly gold, just brings everything out. I love it. I love it. I think it's awesome. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Yep, I like it. Perfect. If they're, whoop. There we go. Now we're gonna trim it a little bit. Now for this one, I'll move the camera back or zoom out, whatever you want to say. I'm gonna cut a little bit off because I don't want it to get in my way. Now with this fabric set too, there's only 4 different prints, so I'm gonna have to double up on the last one. And I still have a whole bunch. Bees or flowers? Let me know in the comments for the last one. Pink flowers or bees? What do you guys think? What do you guys think would be better? Would look better? So let me know. I'm going to stitch out. Now it's just half a square. That's what it worked out to be. Sorry, a wedge. It's called a wedge, the shape, which I like. Flowers, flowers. Bees, flowers, flowers, flowers. Dolores Jr., I'm new here. Well, welcome. Flower or bees, Dolores? Flower or bees? I think the flowers have it so far. Let's see. Bees, bees, bees. Bees, bees, bees. I like the bees beside this part, so I'm good with it. I'm thinking bees have 1. Although Jude and Miley say flowers. I don't know. Sharon, you're going to be put into detention, Shannon. Stop it. Look at, stop it. Detention. Bees, 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 bees. It's all Shannon, though. All right, it is bees. So, and then you guys can see how amazing it looks together. So, there we go. And this one, you have to make sure we have the seam allowance on the sides and on the bottom. So, thanks for voting. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. There we go. I'll go over. There we go. And no, the first block I did not mean to play folded fabric chicken, for sure. That was a bit much. So, there we go. Fold it. See, doesn't it look good? Because the sparkles are the same. And oh, I love it. I think that's why I've picked it. I've had this fabric out for ages. Because I didn't know, which one to do, what I would use it for. So, there we go. Now, I wanted to show you guys, this is my scraps. The most is from that one that I knew was too big, if you don't count that one. These are my little cut-off pieces. So, no waste when you do it like this. Isn't that cool? I think it's really cool. Easy way of doing it. So the bees work. I love it. So now we're going to come to the quilting again. If you guys people buy 50 people buy it, I want to do 1 quilting and maybe 2. I would do 2, but all 1 for the block, and I think that would stand out amazing. But for now, they are all different. Now there is a color change in between each one, so you can do different colors for each quilting depending on the fabric. Now I've been using just 1 color, but you don't have to. So for example, maybe white for the bees. I mean, whatever you want, but there is a color change. So you can do that if you want. I think the pink works nicely. On the bag one, I used, just in the middle one, let's see if we can see it, I used turquoise. So it really stands out. I really wanted, like, to stand out, but pink, you could switch back and forth. There's anything you could do. Also, because it's sparkly on the bees, there's a fair amount of sparkle. I love it that it's in the flower fabric too. That metallic, I'm thinking that would just set everything off. Gold metallic, I'm talking, because it would match this perfectly. And I think it would look great for sure. So I thought of that after. I thought, oh, this fabric, so many possibilities. I wish I could find more, but I'll have a look and see, because I'd like some yardage of it, because, you know, Beatrice would love it too. Now, this is a motif, and apparently there's trims in it, so blah. I didn't notice that. Ooh, my tension's a bit off. I got some bubbly parts. Bubbly parts! So, let me get my gold. That matches perfectly. So, color change. This would be a cute mug rug also. Absolutely, you can do anything with this size. So, color change, we are in fact going to try the gold, because I think with this fabric, it would complement it. You know, I'm always saying, you know, don't do too much bling. Too much bling could be detrimental. But I think this would be just the right amount with this fabric, and I think it's gonna look great. I love it. So King Star Metallic in gold, you're on. So more quilting, let's see. Love all the fabric, but I'm a less is more kind of person. Yeah, I know. I just like to do different things, and this fabric just kind of tickled my fancy. Oh yeah, that is perfect. Let me zoom you guys in. That looks absolutely amazing. And you guys can, oh, you can see it very well. That is perfect. Less is more. Yes, I agree. Everything's busy, and that is why I didn't do all the quilting on all the blocks on the pink bag, because it's so busy. However, if I had thought of using golds yesterday, I would have done them all. Ha! Because I think that would be fantastic. Beautiful. So I did a bit of an experiment yesterday. I wanted one piece of quilting. So I thought I could grab a built-in design, because there's so many of them on the Luminaire. The problem is they don't go this small. They're all larger ones, so I couldn't do it. I was like, oh darn. I probably could have got on PEDesign and made it small enough or something, because they really have some great quilting backgrounds. But I couldn't do it this small. So if I was doing a bigger one, maybe I could make it fit. I don't know. Now this one, this is a back stitch on the quilting stitch, and this one looks amazing with the gold. I hope you guys, I can't really see it. Isn't that cool? Only one skull fabric at a time with a solid. Yes, I agree to that. By the way, the next tote bag I'm making is a skull. So, but it's a cute skull. It'll be awesome. Awesome, awesome. So I'll hold it up on the desk cam and maybe you can see it better. But the gold, yes, yes. Now you could skip this one if you wanted, because it already has the gold in it. So I might do that. Or not. It's just a light pattern in it. But I love this. It's so perfect. So look at that. We're at 9 minutes. So it's 7,395 stitches. Now granted, the Midnight Flower has more stitches. It takes a little bit longer, but it's worth it. It's worth it, worth it. I'm with you, Karina. I have a hard time choosing lots of patterns. Yeah, I don't want it to be overdone. Like, normally, I would put some solids in this, but you know what? The fabric was just so darn cute, and I think it looks great. I did use solids on the top and the bottom just to bring everything together, and I think that makes a difference too. I think it makes it look way better. I think if I used, I had thought of piecing together some of the fabric to do the top and the bottom, because it's only layer cake, right? But then I thought, that's way too busy. You're gonna look at it and get dizzy. So I happened to find a lovely pink fabric that is as bright and matches almost perfectly the flowers in here and on the edges. See, that would have looked better without quilting. It's okay. More gold. More gold. And I probably will make this into a mug rug. Now I wanted to say on this size, and I think on the 6x10, the first stitches, so the placement and the tack down for the batting, I decided to use a smaller stitch. So it sounds a bit differently, but I want a little more loft out of my batting. So I figured if it's smaller stitching, it'll hold it better and make it a little puffier, and I do like how it turns out. So just so you guys know, it just sounds different because the stitches are smaller. So I could easily do this one as a mug rug, and you know what? I think I'm gonna. Where are my pieces? I know. So let me just see, because I might as well use it up, right? I don't have it ironed, but let's see. We can do the envelope backing. So I'm gonna start with the first one, but now this would be, of course, way better if I ironed it. But see how I'm doing this? Just taking it, folding it in half, and putting it on top, so it's just folded in half. I'm going to take the matching piece, fold it in half. Yeah, go with the flow, you know. That's what I say. Go with the flow. Again, iron it. I'm not going to. It'll take a minute for my iron to heat up, but it should work. It's quite an overlap, but that's okay. More fabric on mug rugs make it better. And all I'm going to do is stitch the first step out. Now you get to see all these small stitches. So don't get your fingers involved. Isn't that clever? I never thought of a smaller stitch would sound different. Yeah, did you hear it? I just wanted to make sure everyone knew. Now I always get caught on here, so I'm gonna stop the machine and I'm gonna do slow stitching. So I'm just holding down, see, and it's not gonna go. I always do this. I could probably put my foot up a bit, but if you do it slow, then you won't get caught and ruin it. See, it barely goes under. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna stitch a little bit and then I'm gonna reverse a little bit. So all is good. Stop, and I'm gonna cut. See, problem solving. And now it should be down enough. Hopefully this works. It doesn't always, but I want this sewn down. And there we go. Problem solved. Just takes a minute of back and forth. Oh. My thread came unthreaded. Wahaha. Anyways, that's how I do it. I find that tape makes even more of a mess. I don't know, McDreamy was the same way. It just does not like it for whatever reason. Now, it worked once. is it going to work again? Let's try. So I just backed it up, and I'm going to hold it, but I'm going to be really careful. And voila! So that's how I do it every darn time. I guess that's probably why I don't do the envelope back. But see how it sounds differently? Yeah. Yeah. I miss McDreamy. So now the machine is like, let's do more, but I'm done. So let's go back to the desk because we don't need to stitch it out again. And nice and bright. So let me show you guys. Oh, no, I can't. Ah, just wait. I love learning from Sue's problem. Yeah, it happens. I got it down pat though. And as long as you stop your machine soon enough, it's not going to be a problem. I wish I could find my pinking shears, man. I really do. I need a big pair of scissors. I can't find my pinking shears and it bugs me. So, trim everything. So whoever said this would be a good mug rug, correct. And I'll put that in the bag for Lynn so you can have a matching mug rug, right? Picnic bag with matching mug rug, yes! Great minds think alike. So I just hacked those off and I'm going to, I could make the seam allowance a little bit smaller. See how much fun that was? That didn't take any time at all. Shannon, me. Best lunch bag ever. I know. I am quite certain that people would notice. So all I'm doing is turning it, and because I left a seam allowance, I might have to fiddle with that. But you just get in there and get the corners out. I need my Pokemon. I forgot to bring them down. But see how easy it is to take a quilt block and make it into a mug rug. Once I iron this, I'm actually going to unfold it, whatever, and trim it up a little bit, and then I can iron it because I really want these corners to be square. So I'll fiddle with that. But what do you guys think? There's your mug rug with a little bit of gold going on. I love it. So, boop, I'll fix it up for you, Lynn. But it's so versatile. You can do anything with this fabric, with any fabric, but these designs. So, love it and love the gold. Thanks, Dolores. I think the gold works out perfectly. My grandmother wants to make this now. I know, because it's so cute. It is so cute. I think on this one too, if you did the midnight flower with these colors, it would look fantastic. All the pink ladies are jealous. I know. I know. Shannon will have to, I'll talk to Lynn tonight and we'll figure out so how you can take part in it. This is all the fabric I have left of this pretty pink stuff. So I did a good job using what was there finally. So is there instructions on putting it together? Absolutely detailed instructions on how to put the top, the bottom, sew the lining, put the lining in, sew the bag together, box the corners, and it's not difficult. Is the bag lined 100%? And it's beautiful. Can you see inside there? It's beautiful. I did some lovely top stitching. I'm really happy with it in both sizes. Now this is the second one I did. And it was a lot easier second time around. So, which is awesome. See, now I'm fiddling around with this and I got it looking better. Just one more corner that I don't like. But a little bit of steam will work. Just remember, don't iron your embroidery with anything too hot, because if you remember the Midnight Rose bag, it melted and it looked terrible. Absolutely terrible. I'm going to take some pictures so you can see the detail work on this and how cute it looks. But remember, make a mug rug out of something that isn't a mug rug. Especially this. I think this would be a great gift set like this. So happy birthday, Lynn. Happy birthday for last year. So guys, get making. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Dolores, thanks for joining us. I have a lot of zipper bags. I've got some really nice ones, actually. This is the first of the tote bags. And I'm really happy with the way these ones turned out, and the flower. Happy birthday, Lynn. No, it's not until June. Last June I was having a hard time and I was barely getting out of bed. So, Lynn, you'll love it. It's all for you, Lynn. For sure. So, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like this video. Every little bit counts. Buy the design. Get your friends to buy the design and you will get free things for sure. And make sure you post what you stitch out in whatever size. I love these both. I love these both for sure. So, I'll see you guys. Oh, no Mug Rug Monday. It's a holiday in Canada. So, I'll see you guys on Wednesday for the members class. Bye, everyone. Thank you for watching. Thanks for all your support, too. Ooh, Jenny, thank you. That's awesome.